Hello everyone, and welcome to my The Bold Fans channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Finn lies to Sheila and hides Deacon and Taylor. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Finn Finnegan will deceive Sheila Sharp during an unpleasant meeting. Here's what fans of B&B can anticipate, as Finn will hold a major Taylor Hayes and Deacon Sharp secret. Steffi Forrester Finnegan will get more worried about Taylor's relationship with Deacon throughout the week of January 19th to 23rd. Steffi will know that Taylor won't give Deacon up so easy, even if she has previously attempted to put an end to it. Steffi will speak with Hope Logan Spencer once more and encourage her to recognize the growing threat. Taylor is more likely to become Sheila's target for retaliation the longer they allow this to continue. Steffi will try to reason with Taylor once again, since she feels that they must act before it's too late. Hope will do her hardest to reach Deacon as well, but it won't be sufficient because Deacon and Taylor's relationship is set to turn heated. Sheila will continue to hold Taylor in high regard for saving her marriage in the interim. As it happens, Finn will have to consider mending her relationship while listening to Sheila extol Taylor's virtues. When Finn enters Il Giardino and meets his birth mother, he will find himself in a difficult situation. Sheila will be thrilled when Finn shows up, since she considers any day she gets to see him to be a happy day. Finn will attempt to avoid this exchange by either running out of the restaurant or grabbing a table where Sheila can't see him. But Sheila will shortly catch a sight of Finn and encourage him to engage in a mother-son conversation. Sheila will undoubtedly bemoan Hope and Deke Sharp's rejection of her marriage, but she will also be thankful that she is still married. Finn will wriggle a little, since he is aware that Taylor and Deacon are attracted to one another, as Sheila maintains that she owes Taylor everything. Finn will conceal the true nature of Deacon and Taylor's relationship, at least via omission. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, their bond will only become stronger from this point on. So keep checking back for updates on Sheila's impending awful news. B&B spoilers for Monday, January 19th. Will's fear, Katie's pressure, and RJ's curveball. There are spoilers for Monday, January 109, 2026 on The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans should anticipate an unexpected turn of events for RJ Forrester in the upcoming episode. Katie Logan Spencer is under pressure from Donna Logan Forrester. Will Spencer also worried about his work? Katie Logan Spencer flying high. Let's begin with Will, who is pleased with Katie's new endeavor. He is concerned about his own career, even if he wants Katie to succeed. Will is aware that he might work for Bill Spencer or Katie. The young man, however, seemed to be content at Forrester Creations. Will actually recently received a promotion. Will Spencer's fear. Although Will is happy for his mother, he will also be concerned about his professional future. Will might become entangled in the conflict between Katie and Ridge and Brooke Logan Forrester. Will may eventually lose his job due to the conflict between Bridge and Katie. RJ Forrester's curveball. RJ fell in love with Electra Forrester as soon as he returned to Los Angeles. In a recent episode, Ridge clarified that Electra and RJ are not related by blood, but there's also the family factor to consider. Regardless, RJ appears to be enamored with Electra. The young man even pledged to protect her heart. He will soon discover that Electra is already taken, though. She's not just taken, but Will is her boyfriend. According to previews for the upcoming episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Eric Forrester confided in Donna Logan Forrester's plea. The blonde will continue to worry, even though Eric is thrilled about designing, and Donna is thrilled that Katie has a new endeavor. The conflict between her sisters bothers Donna. She may eventually have to pick a side. Donna, however, also believes that Eric and Katie should not conceal the truth from Brooke. But Katie will remind Donna that Eric, not her, made this choice. Therefore, Eric should be the one to inform Bridge. Regarding Eric's goals, he wants to disprove Ridge and Brooke. But may this plan backfire? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Spencers are prepared for battle as RJ's return boosts Forrester troops. According to spoilers on The Bold and the Beautiful, RJ Forrester has returned. According to Brooke Logan Forrester, the current incarnation is very similar like his father, Ridge Forrester. The growing family strife between the Forresters and the Spencers is connected to B&B's choice to recast the part that a talented actor, Joshua Hoffman, most recently played. In addition, Brooke and Katie Logan Spencer, two of the primary fighters, are sisters. It's also very interesting that Eric Forrester chose to side with Katie. When this action is made public, he said, Ridge will be troubled by it but will move past it. Most likely, viewers believe that it would not happen anytime soon. Ridge Forrester is a hothead. Ridge's personality is quixotic. The same is true for Brooke. The two lovers are a perfect combination. RJ made a remark that minimizes his emotional bond with his parents, while expressing his happiness to see them reunited. According to Nicoletti's current character, he is too old to be greatly impacted by his parents' relationship. On both sides of the screen, viewers have long witnessed how the marital status of their parents affects children of all ages. Take the frequent reactions of Thomas Forrester and Steffi Forrester Finnegan to Ridge and Brooke's 9 weddings, for instance. Katie Spencer is a Logan through, and through Katie added the Spencer name to her name once more. She had to go a long way before she could trust Bill Spencer again, but she never lost her love for him. His wedding gift struck the perfect balance after achieving that objective. It was a wonderful show of faith in her abilities to give her a ready-to-build fashion firm. Bill and Eric were in total agreement on the topic. Ridge and Brooke, on the other hand, are positive that Katie is over her head and has misjudged her value and potential for success with Logan. Brooke Logan is a Forrester as well. Despite having the most humble beginnings, Brooke rose to prominence. Her past is among the most legendary in modern history. Lang's character is so powerful that in the end, she managed to win the admiration and affection of Stephanie Forrester, who notoriously chastised her adversary in those bygone days. This speaks highly of Brooke, who gives FC a true weapon with her astute sense of style and business acumen. Katie seems to have an unanticipated advantage thanks to her counter with Eric. As the Forresters, Spencers, and Logans get ready to compete on the runway, where an unexpected winner will emerge, having him as her mentor and now having access to his new ideas means everything. Spoilers for B&B. Donna Logan will need to pick a side. Over the years, Donna Logan has become an expert at playing Switzerland and being impartial on the bold and the beautiful. If Eric Forrester, her husband, isn't at odds with his son, then his son is at odds with Donna's sisters. Donna somehow avoids upsetting the apple cart while tiptoeing around Los Angeles. She will have to pick a side in the fashion battles, though. Donna Logan can't play Switzerland forever. When Brooke Logan criticized Katie Spencer's new business for utilizing the name Logan, Donna made an effort to maintain harmony and see both sides of her sister's disagreements. Donna maintained her neutrality even though she is the third Logan. According to previews for next week's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Eric Forrester will shock everyone by betraying Ridge and Brooke and going to work for Katie Spencer. Donna Logan will be compelled by her husband to ultimately choose a side when Eric jumps into bed with the enemy. Ridge Forrester will be furious if Eric begins designing for Katie's new business. Eric is going to want his wife to back his designs, which entails supporting Katie's new business, but Brooke Logan is likely to insist that her sister Donna speak some reason into her honey bear. Brooke, her other sister, won't like that. Does Donna attempt to thwart a new collaboration? B&B teasers indicate that Donna may even attempt to get Katie to withdraw her offer behind her husband's back. Ultimately, the eldest Logan sister has consistently advocated for Eric's best interests, rather than those of his children or grandchildren. Sadly, Brooke might never be able to forgive her if she follows suit and joins her husband as Team Logan. Will Donna be on Team Logan, in your opinion? How will Ridge and Brooke respond? Will Donna be able to maintain harmony any longer? Dylan on The Bold and the Beautiful. All the information you require. Viewers are still getting to know Dylan because she is a new character on Bold and Beautiful. Sydney Bullock debuted as the young art instructor on June 16, 2025. She made a few cameos in the following month in July before returning to the soap opera in November as part of a larger plot, and she is now under contract. Here is all the information you need to know about Dylan thus far. Even though the young woman is still somewhat of a mystery, Life Lessons Hayes' art instructor, Ms. Dylan, first met him in the spring of 2025 after being impressed by an origami project he had brought to class. Dylan later requested Luna Nozawa to teach the class after discovering she was the one who had made the paper art. She was unaware, though, that the vixen going by Miss Sunshine was merely using Hayes as a means of contacting Steffi Forrester, his mother. After forcing Dylan to invite Steffi to the makeshift classroom by holding her at gunpoint, Luna gagged and bound the instructor before hiding her in a different room. Dylan was unaware of what had transpired until the police released her, and she learned that Liam Spencer, Sheila Carter, and Luna had all been shot. Dylan had just heard the gunfire. Despite being thought to be dead, Luna was revived by her grandmother, Lee Finnegan, and went on to wage another reign of evil. Steffi was killed when she was hit by a car while attempting to escape the police, despite the psycho's repeated attempts to kill her. In November, Dylan reappeared at Electra Forrester's place of employment to tell her old friend that she had driven the car that killed Luna. Dylan went to Steffi and Dr. John Finnegan's residence with Electra and her boyfriend Will Spencer so she could also be honest with them. Finn was shocked to discover that she was the one who killed his daughter, but he pardoned her because it was a terrible accident. Electra seemed to be living out of her car around Christmas, so Will informed her he wanted to ask Dylan to stay with them at the beach house. Dylan accepted the couple's offer of a place to stay, while she looked for a new job after admitting that she was currently homeless. Given that Dylan was surreptitiously staring at her beloved from her window, Electra may have had good reason to act a little possessive of him. At the start of 2026, Will and Electra brought Dylan to Forrester Creations to speak with Steffi about potential employment opportunities for Hayes' old teacher at the fashion house. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Electra Forrester is on emotional quicksand, and her relationship with Will Spencer might not be as solid as it seems. Electra had already suffered severe burns. After surviving betrayal and putting her trust in the wrong people, she had to deal with Luna Nozawa's nightmare. Therefore, it makes sense that Electra is now extremely watchful, guarded, and tense about her heart. The issue? Dylan doesn't appear to be a threat, yet it might be just what makes her deadly. History is working against Electra, but Will Spencer has been loyal. Let's be clear. Will Spencer has done nothing wrong. Will never went too far, even though Luna kept hurling herself at him. In fact, Luna's attempt to turn intimacy into a transactional relationship with no emotional connection clearly sickened him. More significantly, he told Electra the truth right away and rejected her directly. His relationship was rescued by his candor. Even after the startling discovery that Luna had tricked Will into thinking she was carrying his child, Electra remained by his side. The subsequent emotional anguish, which included Luna's eventual death and the loss of that baby, ought to have put an end to the story. However, trauma seldom goes unnoticed in soap operas. Now that Luna is gone, Electra's protective instincts have changed rather than diminished. Dylan is not Luna, and that's what makes this different. Spoilers make it very evident that this isn't a rehashed Luna plot. Dylan is not being portrayed by Brad Bell and the writing staff as another cunning seductress. Actually, Dylan's entire personality shouts the opposite. She is susceptible. She's having trouble. She is without a place to live. She is appreciative. And that's precisely the reason this dynamic is so risky. Dylan seems to be more interested in companionship, security, and a future than he is in Will. The chance to work at Forrester Creations is more about survival than it is about being close to Will. Even her most damaging admission, that she ran Luna down by accident and told Electra about it, paints Dylan as someone who is tormented by remorse rather than deception. To put it briefly, Dylan appears empathetic. And that's where Electra's issues start. Audience sympathy may change due to Electra's action, not Dylan's. Electra has been Will's pillar of support. He greatly appreciates that she stood with him when it mattered. They have a genuine bond. However, teasers suggest that Electra will start to change because fear alters her perception rather than because Will offers her grounds to mistrust him. Electra can begin to see harmless moments as warning signs. Shared area. Informal discussions. Lingering looks that might not even be real. It is anticipated that Grace's character would stoke the fires by alerting Wood to the missing signals Electra thinks Dylan is sending. Will, ever sensible, could attempt to defuse the situation, but that's when the actual harm occurs. Because making peace will seem like dismissal to Electra. Dylan is everywhere and proximity changes everything. Living above the garage at the beach house puts her right in Will's orbit, and under Electra's continual supervision. When you consider the possibility that Dylan will join Forrester Creations, Electra finds it impossible to avoid her. At home, work, social groups. Every conversation turns into a test. Dylan will appear innocent if Electra loses it. Electra will feel weakened if Will steps in. In the worst manner possible, Elektra will feel validated if Dylan stands up for herself. Soap triangles originate from impression, pressure, and paranoia rather than betrayal. The bottom line is that, as of right now, Will is in love with Elektra, and this drama will begin with distrust rather than cheating. He actually likes Dylan too. That equilibrium won't last indefinitely. Elektra may become the aggressor in a conflict she didn't need to start because to her unintentional mistakes, which are motivated by unresolved trauma and dread of reliving the Luna nightmare. Dylan won't need to do anything at all when it occurs. Sometimes the most explosive triangles on the Bold and the Beautiful start with insecurity rather than passion. It's also possible that Elektra is igniting the fuse herself. Eric's choice to work as Katie's lead designer shows how personal it is. The repercussions is already occurring, but Eric doesn't want Donna to reveal that he is Katie's new lead designer. His choice demonstrates that he is fighting for himself on the Bold and the Beautiful. Donna wanted to see how Katie was doing at Logan. When she saw her husband at work, she was taken aback. She was unaware that he was also paying Katie a visit. Donna was reassured by Eric that Katie and Eric's situation was already improving. He revealed that he had consented to serve as Logan's principal designer. Donna was, understandably, at a loss for words. She was concerned about his well-being and how Ridge and their relationship could be impacted by this news. He was asked if they knew by Donna. Not yet, Eric responded, and to keep it a secret for the time being. When the time is appropriate, he will choose to tell them. Initially, he wants to make sure it fits well. In the end, Donna agreed with Eric's choice because she could tell he was content. Why it matters. Eric wants to design still. Eric explained his decision throughout their talk. He claimed that just as Forrester owns Logan, Brooke does not own the Logan moniker. This demonstrated that this choice was both personal and professional. Eric was still upset with Ridge and Brooke for firing him from the company. Despite the fact that he wasn't ready, they retired him. He could do anything he wanted now that he was a free agent. Because he has meaning and purpose once more. He is enthusiastic about the future. Eric's only passions in life are clothes design and his wife Donna. Ridge's response doesn't worry him. He must ultimately act in his own best interests. Eric informed Donna in the fallout that Ridge can't handle that they were to blame for this predicament. Ridge and Brooke are about to be shocked. The fallout from Eric's next action will be their problem. At work, Brooke ran into Eric. She was just informed by Katie that she had selected a new designer. She'll probably figure out what's going on and hurry to Ridge to tell him. Forrester Creations lost its renowned designer in addition to the Logan trademark. The fashion conflicts are intensifying. Who will prevail? Who will be defeated in this battle?
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.